Have you ever wondered what children played with thousands of years ago, long before video games, remote-controlled cars, and plastic action figures existed? It turns out that while technology has changed dramatically, the desire to play has remained one of the most universal parts of being human. Across every civilization and every era, children have invented games, treasured toys, and used their imaginations to turn ordinary objects into extraordinary adventures. Looking back at the history of toys is like opening a window into the lives of children from long ago. Their toys reveal not only how they entertained themselves but also what their societies valued, what materials were available, and how childhood itself evolved over time. The earliest known toys date back thousands of years to ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Indus Valley. Archaeologists have uncovered miniature animals carved from wood, dolls made from clay, tiny boats, and balls fashioned from leather or woven plant fibers. Some dolls had movable arms and legs connected with string, making them surprisingly sophisticated for their time. Children in ancient Egypt played with toy animals that represented creatures they saw along the Nile, while miniature carts and chariots reflected the transportation used by adults. These toys were often handmade by parents or local craftsmen, making each one unique. Although simple compared to modern standards, they provided endless opportunities for imaginative storytelling and role-playing. In ancient Greece and Rome, toys became even more varied. Greek children enjoyed dolls made from clay, wax, or wood, many with articulated limbs that allowed them to sit or stand. They also played with spinning tops, hoops rolled along the ground with sticks, marbles, and yo-yo-like objects made from clay or metal. Roman children had toy soldiers, miniature furniture, animal figurines, and wheeled toys pulled with strings. Wealthier families could afford finely crafted toys decorated with paint and precious materials, while poorer children relied on handmade objects created from scraps of wood, cloth, or bone. Despite these differences, the joy of play crossed every social class. As civilizations spread across Asia, children developed their own distinctive toys. In ancient China, paper kites became popular not only as entertainment, but also for cultural celebrations and military signaling. Before eventually becoming beloved children's toys, simple puzzles challenged young minds, while bamboo whistles, spinning tops, and cloth dolls entertained generations. In Japan, beautifully crafted wooden dolls, kendama skill toys, and paper folding activities reflected the country's artistic traditions. Many of these classic toys remain popular today, connecting modern children with customs that have lasted for centuries. During the Middle Ages in Europe, life was often difficult, but children still found ways to play. Most toys were homemade because manufactured products were rare and expensive. Wooden horses, carved animals, cloth dolls, stuffed with straw, rag balls, hobby horses, and simple musical instruments were common. Children also played games using sticks, stones, and anything nature provided. Outdoor games required little equipment, encouraging creativity and physical activity. Knights inspired toy, swords, and shields, while farming communities produced miniature carts and animals reflecting everyday life. Toys often prepared children for adult responsibilities by encouraging imitation of work, family life, and social roles. The Renaissance brought increased craftsmanship and artistic innovation. Wealthier families commissioned elaborate dolls wearing fashionable clothing, miniature castles, and beautifully carved board games. Toy makers became more specialized, creating higher quality products for growing urban populations. At the same time, printed books introduced educational games designed to teach letters, numbers, and geography. Childhood slowly began to be recognized as a unique stage of life, deserving of dedicated learning and recreation rather than simply preparation for adulthood. The Industrial Revolution dramatically transformed the world of toys. Factories made it possible to produce toys in large quantities, making them more affordable for ordinary families. Tin soldiers, wind-up mechanical toys, model trains, dolls with porcelain faces, and colorful building blocks became increasingly common during the 19th century. Railroads allowed toys to be distributed across countries and continents, creating international markets for popular products. Advances in manufacturing also improved safety and durability, although many toys still required careful handling compared to today's standards. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked the birth of many iconic toys that are still recognized today. Teddy bears became beloved companions after being inspired by a famous story involving an American president. Construction sets encouraged engineering skills, while puzzles challenged logical thinking. Board games grew increasingly sophisticated, offering entertainment for entire families during evenings together. Toy companies began advertising directly to parents and children, turning toys into an important commercial industry. The 20th century witnessed an explosion of innovation unlike anything seen before. Plastic revolutionized toy manufacturing because it was lightweight, inexpensive, and could be molded into countless shapes. Action figures, dolls, toy cars, airplanes, plastic soldiers, and building bricks became household favorites around the world. Companies introduced educational toys designed to improve problem-solving, creativity, and motor skills. Television transformed the industry even further by introducing cartoon characters whose popularity inspired entire lines of toys. Suddenly, children could own miniature versions of their favorite fictional heroes and villains. Building toys became especially influential during this period. Simple interlocking bricks encouraged creativity by allowing children to design anything they could imagine, from tiny houses to giant castles and futuristic spaceships. Unlike many toys with fixed purposes, construction toys rewarded experimentation and imagination, helping generations develop engineering and design skills while simply having fun. Electronic technology reshaped childhood once again during the late 20th century. Handheld electronic games introduced portable entertainment, while home video game consoles created entirely new forms of play. Instead of physically manipulating dolls or toy cars, children could explore digital worlds filled with adventure, puzzles, and competition. Video games evolved rapidly from simple graphics into immersive experiences with realistic visuals, online multiplayer communities, and educational applications. Even so, traditional toys continued to thrive alongside digital entertainment rather than disappearing completely. The 21st century has introduced interactive toys equipped with sensors, artificial intelligence, voice recognition, and internet connectivity. Some robots can recognize faces, answer questions, dance, or teach basic programming skills. Augmented reality combines physical objects with digital experiences, allowing children to interact with virtual characters through smartphones and tablets. Educational kits now teach robotics, electronics, coding, and engineering in playful ways that prepare children for future careers while keeping learning enjoyable. Despite these technological advances, many classic toys remain remarkably unchanged. Balls, dolls, stuffed animals, puzzles, blocks, bicycles, jump ropes, and board games continue to entertain children across cultures. Their lasting popularity demonstrates that the simplest forms of play often provide the greatest opportunities for imagination, creativity, and social interaction. A cardboard box can still become a spaceship, a castle, or a pirate ship in the hands of an imaginative child, proving that expensive technology is not always necessary for meaningful play. History also reveals that toys are more than entertainment. They reflect the values, beliefs, and technological achievements of every society. Ancient dolls teach us about clothing and family life. Miniature weapons reveal military traditions. Toy kitchens and farming sets illustrate daily routines. Construction toys reflect industrial progress, while electronic games showcase advances in computing. Every generation leaves behind toys that become valuable historical artifacts, helping future archaeologists understand how people once lived. Scientists have also discovered that play is essential for healthy development. Through toys, children learn problem-solving, communication, creativity, emotional regulation, cooperation, and fine motor skills. Pretend play encourages empathy by allowing children to imagine different perspectives, while puzzles strengthen logical reasoning. Outdoor toys improve physical coordination, and cooperative games teach teamwork. These developmental benefits explain why play has remained a constant feature of human societies for thousands of years. As we look toward the future, toys will undoubtedly continue evolving alongside technology. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and sustainable materials are already shaping the next generation of play experiences. At the same time, there is growing appreciation for traditional wooden toys, handcrafted games, and environmentally friendly designs that encourage creativity without relying entirely on screens. The future of toys may combine cutting-edge innovation with timeless principles that have delighted children throughout history. From simple clay dolls buried beneath ancient ruins to intelligent robots capable of conversation, the history of toys tells the story of humanity itself. Every toy reflects the dreams, skills, and imagination of the people who created it. While materials and technology have changed beyond recognition, one thing has remained constant across every civilization and every century. Children have always found joy in exploring, pretending, building, learning, and sharing adventures through play. Whether holding a carved wooden animal in ancient Egypt or controlling a virtual world with modern technology, children continue the same timeless tradition that has connected generations for thousands of years, reminding us that play is one of the most enduring and universal parts of being human.